Episode 5, Trade Routes. How food and money built the world of food. The universal language narrative. As long as humans have produced food, they have traded it. The rise of agriculture led to food surpluses, and those surpluses created economies, trade networks, and the first global connections. The movement of food across civilizations shaped culture, wealth, and power, and it still does today. But food wasn't just about feeding people, it was currency. The earliest trade routes weren't built for gold or silver. They were built for grain, salt, spices, livestock, and preserved food. If you control food, you controlled trade. And if you controlled trade, you controlled the world. The Silk Road is the most famous trade network in history, stretching from China to the Mediterranean. But it wasn't just about silk, it was a food highway. Chinese tea, Middle Eastern dates, Indian spices, and Roman olive oil moved across continents, linking civilizations through flavor and commerce. But there were other food routes just as powerful. The Amber Road carried salt and dried fish across Europe. The Trans-Saharan trade moved dates, millet, and livestock across Africa. The spice routes connected India, the Middle East, and Europe with cinnamon, pepper, and cloves so valuable they were once worth their weight in gold. The Roman grain trade ensured that the empire survived. Grain shipments from Egypt and North Africa fed an empire of over 50 million people. Trade wasn't just about economic survival, it was political. Wars were fought over food trade routes. The control of wheat shipments determined the fate of Rome. Salt taxes led to rebellions in China and India. The age of exploration was driven by a European hunger for spices and sugar foods that reshaped entire continents. But trade wasn't just about wealth, it was about cultural exchange. The Silk Road didn't just bring food, it brought ideas. The spice trade didn't just bring flavor, it carried recipes, religious traditions, and new ways of eating. The food we eat today exists because of thousands of years of trade, movement, and migration. And even now, food is at the center of global trade. The modern Belt and Road Initiative is a direct descendant of the Silk Road, connecting economies through food, logistics, and supply chains. When a wheat shortage happens in one part of the world, food prices rise everywhere. The global economy still depends on who grows food, who controls it, and who profits from it. Because food isn't just nourishment, food is power, food is money, food is global, and every bite we take is a product of thousands of years of trade.